Let's talk about Gen Z. Gen Z is lonely. Well, that's what people say about us. We're the most interconnected generation in history, the first to be born into the internet, and yet, here we are, lonely. And I get it. You've probably heard it before. Everyone's always online, but nobody's actually connecting. The paradox of the digital age. We are alone. So I'm reporting in the field today, out here, alone. We doom scroll every day. It's how we get our entertainment now. After it's been filtered through a cold, calculating algorithm, that is. The internet has become indifferent to us. It doesn't care about us, but it knows how to keep us hooked. It's this machine that's figured out how to keep us angry enough, entertained enough, just enough to stay engaged. We're stuck in this loop, even if we're being honest. We've submitted to it. I don't speak for everyone, of course. I can only speak for myself. And I'm no saint. I mean, I spend like 5 hours a day on Instagram, but I'm starting to feel the weight of it all. This constant stream of never-ending content and notifications, it's in your face all the time. It's a never-ending treadmill. The algorithm doesn't care if it's making us miserable. It doesn't care if we're lonely, if we feel disconnected. All it knows is how to keep us coming back. We're chasing validation from the same platform that profits off our insecurities. It's not your fault. It's just how the system works. But here's the thing. It's not just the internet that's making us feel lonely. It's what the internet represents. It's what it's doing to us. We've all seen it. Social media isn't just about connecting anymore. It's about posturing. It's about looking perfect, being flawless, projecting some version of ourselves that's curated and filtered. It's exhausting. Everyone's living out these artificial lives, and the more we scroll, the more we scrutinize ourselves and others. It's this toxic cycle of comparison that makes us feel like we'll never be enough. And yet, for some reason, it feels like we can't pull ourselves out of it. We're stuck. And it's not just about the internet, is it? It's bigger than that. There's something deeper happening. We're a generation that grew up in a time of immense change, and not all of it has been good. Morals feel blurry, news is fake, and the things that should be constant, like trust and loyalty, feel like they're evaporating. We've seen how fragile everything is, how easily the world can flip upside down. And it's not like we've had a lot of examples to look up to either. The stories we were told about growing up don't even line up with what we're seeing in the world. We're being told to dream big, but the reality? It feels small. We're told to expect greatness, but when we look around, we see mostly debt, low-paying jobs, and a future that doesn't look like it's in our control. And you hear the stories of people struggling, right? I mean, I know people in their 30s who've got degrees where working jobs have nothing to do with them because they're paying off their student loans for decades. This is the world we're stepping into. And it's no wonder that we're feeling so ambivalent about it. What's the point of trying to be something bigger when the world just tells you that you're going to be crushed by the system anyways? And it's not like we don't see it. Some of us deep down, we already know. We know that the future might not be what we were promised. It might not be filled with cool jobs, travel, or financial freedom, but instead bills, debt, exhaustion, and barely scraping by. And I get it, I really do. We're cynical. We've seen the cracks. We've seen how things are stacked against us. And we're not supposed to feel like this. We're supposed to be hopeful. We're supposed to look forward to the future, right? But that's not how it feels when you realize the deck has been stacked against you since before you even had a chance to play. And sometimes, when I think about all of this, I remember a quote I came across. I don't think it's one reason. It's a bunch of stuff piled up. We, as future adults, know that we probably won't be anything. We'll grow up, work a low-paying, boring job, then go back home and sleep for a while. Then repeat. Nothing exciting, nothing new. It sounds bleak, but maybe it's also honest. Maybe Gen Z is the first generation that isn't pretending anymore. I don't mean to sound preachy or to generalize broad issues, but we're not numbing ourselves because we're weak. We're doing it because the systems we were born into don't work. The institutions don't work. The promises don't hold up. The generation before us was given the world they were promised, and the same with the generation before them. Now, we live life on a narrow track. Every day, our happiness is marketed back to us through a screen. We live our lives on time cards and tips, told that it's our fault we aren't where we wanted to be, that we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. And somewhere in the middle of all that, we stop believing in the future we were told to inherit. But that's not the same as giving up. Not believing in their version of the future doesn't mean we don't want one. Loneliness isn't just about feeling alienated. It's about being alone. A generation systematically separated and manipulated by algorithms. A generation left alone to fight for scraps of freedom. We've been told we're apathetic, but what if we're waiting for a world worth caring about? We are the product of broken systems, but that means we know where they fail, and we can choose something else. Not because it's easy, or because we know how, but because no one is coming to fix it for us. Gen Z is lonely, but maybe that's not the end. Maybe it's the beginning of something that hasn't been built yet.